I'm Scott Oldford. I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs scale past 7 figures, countless past 6 figures. And in this video, I am sharing with you a live conversation in one of my programs with one of those entrepreneurs that I mentor. I hope this is valuable. If you like it, thumbs up. If you like it even more, comment below. All right, let's get to it. Fraser, you want to go next?
Yeah, for sure.
What's going on, man?
So look, from when we talked the first time when we had our one-to-one call, it was all about just getting the group program going, because the one-to-one is obviously limited scale-wise and a variety of things. So I've got that sorted. I've got my head around doing the group now, having had some experiences in the past when people didn't get out of it what I wanted them to get out of it, but that's okay. Now it's about how best to launch it, because my main channel is LinkedIn. There's a lot of people launching things on LinkedIn and doing long launches. And I saw a post of yours the other day about 3 days versus 30 days. And I love the idea of short and sharp and not annoying people for weeks and weeks on end about this, because I also know that the action takers will respond relatively quickly as well. So just really keen to get your feedback on what you think the best way is to launch something like this.
Can you give me what the group program is going to be again?
So I help men to essentially start businesses to create freedom, right? To help them leave the 9 to 5. Yep. So the group program is going to be, it's going to be 6 months. And so at that point, we'll help them to define what that business is and get it started, right? So they may not have been able to leave their 9 to 5 by then, but they'll at least have something that's creating income and giving them the ability to leave.
How much?
I was going to do it for 8K. I've talked to some current one-to-one clients and some former clients, and I know your advice was sort of in that 5 to 8K category, and always go for the higher just because it's always good to generate some more income to throw it into other areas.
Okay. How long?
6 months.
Give me a reminder again. Email list. Are you doing any email right now? Any email list?
I've got 2 email lists. One's via LinkedIn that's got 5,000 people on it. And then I've got another one through Active Campaign that's got about 500 people on it, I think.
When's the last time you've emailed them?
Be about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago on the regular one, and 3 weeks on the LinkedIn one.
How often do you normally?
Usually 2 or 3 times a week.
All right. And social media, you're mostly a LinkedIn guy, right?
Yeah. And I'm 2 or 3 times a day on that.
Instagram, Facebook, not so much, right?
Yeah. One a day usually on those ones. And that's purely just an excuse. I could be far more active on those. And my 10-year-old daughter and 12-year-old son are urging me to get more and more active on TikTok because they post on it and they love it. And so does my wife. So looking to get more on that. And I love video. Despite the fact people don't really need to see my face as often as they do, I do love being on video.
And how often do you post on LinkedIn?
3 times a day. 2 or 3 times a day.
Got it. And then I'm building a plan here while I'm talking to you. And then I'll go over. And no Facebook group, right? That's all we're looking at in terms of audience right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And most of your clients come through LinkedIn?
Yeah. So 98% over the last 10 years have been through LinkedIn. And I've got a relatively big audience here of about 20,000 followers and contacts on there.
You have an old leads list, all the people that wanted to work with you but didn't?
Yeah, I do. And I tap into those whenever I'm doing something. And there's probably in various different locations about 200 or 300 on there. People that have said they're keen to work, but for whatever reason, financially, one-to-one, timing, whatever else. And whenever I get keen on clients and I tap into that list, I always get people out of it as well.
How many people do you want for your first group?
I think 10 to 12 would be a really good number in terms of me being able to be intimate enough with each of them. I'm happy to take advice on that, but 10 to 12 in my experience seems to work quite well.
Your content on LinkedIn, is it generally written or is it video?
It was video for a long time, but for the last couple of years, it's been far more written. But there is a bit of a variety.
Okay, got it. So here's what I would do for 2 to 4 weeks beforehand. From the launch period, we'll get into the launch period. I'd be posting about the same thing every single day in all areas. So I would go to 3 times a week on email list, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, you're going to post pretty much talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, just different angles, different hooks, different ways of talking about it. Okay. So that's about a 2 to 4 week period, minimum 2, ideally 4, but within that parameter. Then you're going to do a launch period, and the launch period is probably going to be 7 to 14 days. Okay. Which you're actually talking about, hey, I'm doing this. Look, I've been doing one-on-one work. Look at these testimonials. Here's my process. Here's my methodology. I've never done something in this type of way before, but I'm launching the X program, whatever it might be. Okay. So 7, 14 days. During that time, while you're talking about this, while this is on your feed, you're going to be working with any people that message you, anybody that comments, likes. You're going to go back to all your past leads, and you're going to, hey, I'm doing this new thing. I think you're a great fit for it. And then in terms of warm, those are the people that you, in your head, you could put down on a list and be like, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. Okay. Now, to hack what you're doing, you're going to go to these people first. As you're going to go to these people before you even go to the launch period. Say, hey, I'm going to start launching this. Then you're going to go to these people. So what this is going to do, you're probably going to get maybe 3, maybe even 6 people to sign up from the get-go. It's going to build the confidence that this actually makes sense, or it's going to make it so you have an instantaneous feedback loop so that your messaging here, and even here, it's more dead on.
Targeted. Yeah. Okay.
You're going to sell this, no sales pages, no funnels, none of that type of stuff. You're going to have a conversation, send to the Google document. I have a training, I'm pretty sure, on how to develop a Google document and plenty of examples. And then from the Google document, they're going to be like, yes. And then you say, awesome. Well, here's a bonus for pay in full, or you can pay over, the 6 months.
6 months
for, X.
That's perfect. I've already got the Google document. I bastardized one of the ones that you sent me back in the day, which was brilliant and to the point. So, okay, that's so simple.
Well, it could be very complex, but I gave you the simple version.
And that's essentially, you're talking about 6 weeks. From now to when it can get started.
So, and then what I would do is I would make sure the start date's about 2 weeks after the time in which the launch period's closed.
Yeah.
So if you're doing, we're like September 1st, call it. So I would, kind of launch the program maybe the first week in November.
Yeah. Okay.
You can do it sooner if you want to do it. If you want to, you can expedite this process. Okay. If you want to. But this I would say, is the most, if there's anything to be guaranteed, and there's obviously nothing guaranteed, but this would be the best version.
There's no need for me to accelerate it other than ego reasons of trying to prove that.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. You got a great business. You're doing fine. That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. That's a fantastic answer. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
Awesome.
So simple. Thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely.